Welcome to another episode of You,
Me,
and the Flea.
And we're
Happy
back.
Thursday, baby.
I cannot believe we're
back,
like
everybody.
thriving in the spring right now.
I know.
I love it.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those, Chicago type of springs though, where we're like,
oh, is it spring
teased
or
with 70s, then going back to like 30s, and then back to this. But
it's a classic.
Whatever. We're
it's
surviving.
better than being in December when it's like,
I know.
okay, we're getting there.
It's just like
It's less than 100 days till summer.
Yeah, and I feel like our past episodes, like, lately have been really helping me prep for, like, this next season, if that makes sense. Like, there's just, I don't know, like, I feel very prepared lately. Like, so thanks to You, Me, and the Flea episode. Shout out to us, okay?
I love it.
No, I think it's a really cool time of year. I think there's a lot going on, surprisingly, too, which never really happens, and time is flying as normal. So, here we are. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming back in another episode. And before we wrap up like our kind of year-end stuff, I wanted to do an episode on like Did You Knows? So just having again some casual convos here and seeing where it goes, Rachel.
Love it. Hit me with it. Quick question. I'm gonna do a follow-up accountability.
Oh, okay.
A few episodes back, we talked about decluttering, decleaning, spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Have you done this yet to your place, or where are we at?
Rachel, do you have to ask this right now?
I'm gonna go with no. Your social calendar is so busy. We haven't gotten to it.
Have you?
Yeah, for the most part, yes and no. Only because people
not
have
me
been
deflecting over here.
and not only because people have been like here.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I have not. I feel very chaotic at home.
Yeah.
And not for anything bad. It's just like one of those things, like you come off of like the New Year's and like my birthday, like all of these things like in the winter. And I feel like I've accumulated a lot of stuff. And so to answer your question,
Sure.
I feel like I definitely need to like go through things and declutter and do like a very deep clean. Mm-hmm. And it's just, trips and another work trip that was in there and just so much stuff that really has like taken up my time.
Yeah.
But I think like, to be fair, like I am really looking forward to this next season.
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called spring.
Well, no, but it's also quarter two.
Oh,
it's quarter two of the year.
I'm like,
we're entering in April.
Pisces.
No, so I'm like pretty hopeful, and yeah, I'm trying to get my head cleared up. So yeah, that's how we're feeling.
I love it.
I need to get on your level apparently.
Yeah, well.
So maybe I'll hire you for the cleaning.
Okay. Deep clean.
Yeah. So anyways, but no, it's all good things. I mean, there's so many things right now. I feel like I'm like, all things spring with allergies and things like that are getting to me too. But hey,
I know
we are.
Well, it doesn't
surviving.
help because it's literally 70 one day and then 32. I'm like
literally
sneezing like crazy. Last week, I was like, okay.
No.
I'm not sick, everyone. I was like walking, outside, and I just was like having like a sneeze attack, and people were like,
oh yeah,
looking at me all crazy. I'm like, look at what time of month it is.
Yeah.
I mean, what time of year where people are sneezing. It's coming back.
Well, I am like coming off of an injury. Fun fact.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, but the problem is like, with that being said, like I always like laughed at old people when they're like, oh, my arthritis with like the weather changes and stuff. But honestly, like, I feel like, so I had fallen and hurt my foot and thought I was on the mend. But again, going back to like this like weather crap.
Yeah.
I'm like swelling up if it's like shitty.
No.
I don't know. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. But if there's any docs out there, like hit me up. But I don't know. So like someday like today I'm kind of like limping. But
no.
Again, I'm being positive.
Right.
I'm trying to not
think about it.
Yeah, to not dwell on these things. But anyways, moving in, let's jump right into some of these Did You Knows. Some of these are a little off the chain and crazy, but I love it because I love, chatting and discussing things with you. So here we go. The first one I have is, did you know octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood?
No. What?
I know.
3 hearts and blue blood?
I feel like I could have guessed the blue blood maybe because of like the coloring of them. They're like that weird, like grayish
Yeah.
Almost grayish blue color, I guess. But 3 hearts, dude.
Is this like octopuses across the board?
I know. I'm like,
what?
I had octopus last night, so I'm very like weird.
Yeah. Oozing blue.
But did I eat its heart? Like, I don't like.
3
I don't
hearts
know.
and bleeding blue. I had no idea about
So
that.
crazy, right?
Crazy.
I know. Okay. This one is off the chain, but did you know that bananas are berries and strawberries aren't?
No.
What? I know.
Bananas are berries.
Banana is a berry.
I guess I could see that. A banana tree, right? Mm-hmm. And like it grows like,
Yeah.
but a berry?
Yeah. But like, I also like, now that I think about it, I'm like, I guess when you slice a banana, it does kind of have like a feature of like the inside.
Like a seed or something. Yeah.
I don't know, but interesting, right?
Very.
I guess I didn't think about it growing on trees either.
No.
I know it does, but.
It does. That part I could see just because it, grows on trees, but that's weird.
Yeah. Very weird.
Okay. I bet I don't know a lot of these.
No, I seriously did not know any of these. That's why I'm like, okay.
We're going to talk about it.
All right. The human nose can remember 50,000 different scents.
That's insane.
I swear we've probably smelled more than 50,000.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
50,000's a lot.
Think of
so if you
all
have
the things that you smell every day.
I can't imagine not being able to smell.
I know.
It's like crazy.
Like obviously the bad smells I'm good with. Not
yeah. But like even when you come home and like smell like cleaning
your
products
house
or like laundry, your house, your bed, like you know people have like a scent.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's so
Did you ever
funny.
have a friend where you're like, oh my God, they have a smell?
Yes.
Like, and 9 times out of 10, it was like a good nostalgic like smell.
Homey
but, like,
smell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or then like some like older women in your family when they would like smell like mothballs, their house would.
Yeah. Yep.
A very European scent.
Definitely. You know that smell.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
Have been present.
Oh my God, not the mothballs. Or like food when like
bad food, like when if you could like just food that is like needs to be thrown the F away.
There was also in like elementary school, there was a very smelly kid in one of my classes one year. Very consistently like a sour, body odor. And I like that smell, like I can think of.
Grosses you out.
Yeah, not respectfully disgusting, but anyways.
Gross.
Moving on. It was one of 50,000 in my nostrils.
And I still remember it.
I know, seriously. Okay, another one is the longest wedding veil was larger than 63 football fields long. Like, why?
No, that's dumb.
That's so dumb.
Dumb.
But like,
what made you wake up and say, gosh, I need my veil to literally drag down the street?
I even think some of them now that are like, like from like your head obviously down to like the altar kind of thing. I'm like, that is even too much for me.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like, let's keep it simple, peeps.
Like you're literally putting it on for a picture.
Right.
There's no way in hell you're wearing that around, dancing.
No, exactly.
No.
I don't know. And
I
also,
would be choking on my veil.
Who thought like, hey, I want it to be 63 football fields. Like that's what?
No.
It's like from here to like,
that's like
Michigan.
Yeah, plus some. Where was this? What country?
I don't know. I didn't read
weird.
further, but yeah, it was probably for like a photo type of thing.
Still though,
that's my guess.
No, I'm good on that.
Yeah. All right. Coca-Cola was originally the color green. Did you know?
No.
I know.
Love me some Coca-Cola.
Me too. It sounds so good right now.
It does. Sounds so good.
Like an ice cold crisp Coke.
Yeah,
but
like a fountain one.
Do you think it would be weird if it was green? Like, would you still drink it?
I don't know. I guess it would depend. Are we talking dark green? Or are we talking
I was going to say, like, have you ever seen
Patty's Day green?
I was going to say, like, there's like Green River I've had before, which is like a Sprite essentially with like green coloring.
Yeah.
And that I like, so I would probably have that. So
if it tasted the exact same, I don't see why not, because Coke is delicious.
But I'm wondering if it was almost like a muddly kind of like foresty green, and so they're probably just like, let's add a little bit more caramel and make it like dark. I don't know. Yeah, maybe aesthetics. They're like,
seriously. Aesthetically
very
pleasing,
interesting,
because
right?
people would probably not love drinking dark green pop.
But why do we drink dark? Like brown, black?
Yeah, I guess that's
right?
true. Never thought about that.
Me either.
Call Coke. I'm gonna call him up.
Fun facts
Coca-Cola,
here, guys.
what happened with the green? We need the real story.
Seriously.
I'm gonna be honest, dude.
maybe,
The price of Coca-Cola has gone the F up.
Yeah.
You have me fleet up. Okay. The only reason I know is because we just had someone staying with us, right? So I was like looking at stuff online. A 20-ounce bottle, which is not even good. I prefer fountain or a can over a bottle. $4.59. That's not a 2-liter, 20 ounce. I'm like,
oh,
what?
Wow. That's like, that used to be like airport prices, you know, but now even those are like
so we noticed recently, like going out to dinner, some of the places that we used to go where I would order a Coke don't have it anymore.
Really?
Because the prices have gone up so much in supply. So now they have Pepsi, and I'm just like, ugh, it's just not the same.
No.
I don't care what anyone says.
I don't think so either.
A waitress like brought me out Pepsi. I told you about this, I think. It was at recess, and like thinking I would not know. This was like last year. Thinking I wouldn't know. I took a sip right away and I was like, what is this? Is this diet? And she's like, oh, it's
this
Pepsi,
flat?
same thing. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, definitely not.
It is not the
I
same.
feel like any true server would be like, it's Pepsi. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are like, no.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like people are ride or die for Coke or Pepsi.
I'm a ride or dyer.
Yeah. I used to be like, I would love Coke, but love Diet Pepsi. But now I'm like very much so Diet Coke girl.
Got it.
But I guess I would dabble in a Diet Pepsi here and there too. But anyways, we shouldn't be drinking that. It's so bad for us.
Whatever.
Kill us.
That's what they all say.
Okay, this is really weird, but the longest time between two twins is 87 days. So like one twin was born and then 87 days later the other twin was born. Isn't that weird?
So early.
So like one kid essentially was like 3 months old.
That's weird.
Really weird. I should have looked at where that was.
What? That's.
I know.
I mean, it
takes away from like being a twin.
Exactly. Good thing that like they're okay, but
also how weird that like one came out and like one
didn't.
Right. So like, did it grow in there?
I don't know.
I have a lot of questions
about childbirth, but that does not seem right.
That
to
does
me.
not sound right.
So one was just cooked already and ready to go.
Seriously,
the other one was like, I still
don't know.
need some time.
Was one a preemie? I should have read more into it.
Interesting.
No, guys, a lot of things make the world go round. This one I was kind of like interested in, but wanted to talk about it and hear your thoughts. So short, cold showers can help tighten your skin and improve overall appearance.
That's why people do
cold plunging. Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I wish I was into it personally. I like a hot shower, but I know I have multiple friends actually and friends' husbands who do it, and they see great results. It like shocks your system.
I like panic.
People burn more calories. It's wild. Like you technically only need like 30 seconds submerged under cold water.
But like I try in the shower and I like can't.
Froze.
I know.
Froze. I don't do it either, but even when you put the water on before it's like all the way turned up, I'm like, I can't get in there.
I know.
We're freezing.
I know. But then I'm also like, I'm like watching them and I'm like, I could probably handle it. But then I'm like, I probably couldn't. Like think about going into a cold pool.
Yeah.
And how much that like freaks me out. And it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And you're like hot. And then you get into a cold pool and you're like, oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah.
But it's really good for, it's really good. So many things for your body.
Totally.
Anyways, I guess we need to try
I believe in it. I'm not there. I'm not there on my wellness journey.
Yeah. Well, we need to work on our wellness journey.
It's not containing cold water.
Seriously. Okay. Another fun one here. Did you know you can get your eyeballs tattooed?
No.
Isn't that scary?
How?
So it literally says that the ink would go onto your whites, but there is like very few people do it because like you could go blind, obviously.
Well, yeah, I can't
like,
imagine.
what?
Imagine for me, it's just the laying there and the like. If you don't have a tattoo,
no,
right? So do you know the sound of it? It's like the
needle,
a constant, yeah.
No. Oh my God.
Hearing that in my eye,
And
I would not be able to.
Dude.
No.
Exactly. And like, think about like, you would probably have to, my guess is they would have to like tape your eyeball like open. So you're legit watching it happen.
No, I would never.
That would take a very strong individual.
Very dedicated to ink.
Mm-hmm. Very dedicated to the ink.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I don't know. I'm sure someone out there has gotten it done. And then going blind, like...
No. Why
like,
risk it?
Yeah, I know. But again, if someone's really into the tats...
I mean, I guess. Man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was an interesting one. So then another one would be, did you know that the filling in a Kit Kat is made from damaged Kit Kats?
Really?
I know.
Talk about reduce, reuse, recycle.
Literally. So like if part of it is like cracked, they'll just like grind it up and put it in the middle as like the filling. I am like, what the heck, Kit Kat?
I kind of love that.
I know.
Wow, I did not
also
know
want
that.
A Kit Kat
now, me too. I'm like, I'm hungry.
I know.
You're talking about all this food
I'll
stuff.
have a Kit Kat and a Coke, please, and a banana.
A banana, a burger, a Kit Kat.
Seriously. I know. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to like examine one when I...
I know. I was thinking that too.
Open it
exactly.
And, like, look at it.
Like next time I take a bite and crack one open,
because what is it? Wafers?
It's wafers, yeah. And I thought it was like a nugget kind of filling, but I guess not.
Chocolate.
Must be
There's
chocolate
and wafer.
Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah.
It's good.
Genius.
The wafer with some chocolate. Yum.
I know. I'm like, do you remember those like wafer, like actual snacks with like the cream and stuff? Like just a good old standard wafer. Yum.
They don't like make them like that anymore.
Not really. I don't
see them. It was like so 90s. Early 2000s.
Yeah. Or like, I feel like they were like dollar store finds. Yes. You know what I mean? Like you would get that big strip with like.
It was like something I'd get with my grandma.
Totally.
On, like some Sunday trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
Bring back the wafer.
Literally.
All right. Another one. Did you know that it only takes 6 minutes for alcohol to affect your brain? What?
Wow. That says a lot.
A lot happens in 6 minutes, man.
Wow.
I guess I have questions on that. Like, is it like the first sip? Is it like a drink? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what percentage, I guess.
Right.
Is it going?
Like, also, is it like that with, I mean, obviously it wouldn't be like that with all liquids because alcohol contains,
lethal.
Poison. Toxins.
Yeah. 6 minutes, yeah, it adds up.
6 minutes, man.
So every shot,
straight to the dome.
Add another 6 minutes.
Straight to the freaking dome.
Woo.
We should actually, next time we go out, we should definitely put a timer on and see what happens.
Yeah, like what happened when we start to notice we're feeling a little off.
Feeling it, yeah. Okay.
Shot for shot, we could do.
Well, don't top me with a good time, Rachel. We'll go shot for shots.
Might be for a year episode.
Seriously, oh God. Okay. Only 18 of 1 million Legos are defected. That's how precise their like Lego making is.
18 of 1 million?
Yeah.
That's,
like, think of all the little Legos.
How they perfectly sync up.
Mm-hmm. I was very impressed by that. I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
That's a really good stat.
I know.
So they are about their business.
Shout out Lego.
Lego is not playing.
They are not playing.
Okay.
Quite literally. It's cool.
Yeah.
I always kind of was interested in like dabbling into it or like looking at like all the Lego stores and like literally just like.
It's kind of like relaxing, not gonna lie. Brandon like had some cooler like Legos of like the last year or two. It's kind of relaxing, like looking for the part and like it's like a puzzle. It's literally a car. I'm like, this is
3D
sick.
like puzzle. Yeah, it's super cool. Love that for them. Okay, did you know that the Twitter bird actually has a name? And it's Larry.
I miss the Twitter bird.
I know.
It's gone.
Well, it's gone. It's the X now, but I didn't know that. And then so this, when I was reading it,
Larry?
The bird is named Larry, named after Larry Bird, who was like the NBA basketball player, the older fella, because the co-founder of Twitter was Biz Stone, and he was from Boston, where Larry Bird played.
Oh,
how freaking like I love those like underlying things,
I hate
right?
X. I think.
I know, yeah. I mean, it's like a very,
here.
very boring platform
Elon,
nowadays.
Move on.
Or do something like.
It's boring.
It's so boring.
There's like not. It's like.
I try to scroll on it, and
I
it's
feel like if
good.
you're a guy and you're like into sports, it's great, but like that's it.
Yeah. Or like a lot of like news, like, you know, or I love when like celebrities will like live comment on there, but like other than that, it's like, I don't know, it's pretty stale.
Yeah.
So
I'm checked out.
I'm waiting for their next move, to be honest.
Same. I'm
because I do think that they will do something, but I don't know what it is.
They need to like revamp all the way.
Yeah, or like add something to it. You know, like a component of like.
It's just a bunch of away messages.
Essentially, right?
Stacked
or like
it's like notes, like little
quick
thoughts.
Or like here's a video, like wow, like
maybe I don't like it because I don't use it enough. Because if I tweeted each thought I had throughout the day, you guys would come and be like, "Oh my
gosh, yeah,
are you good?"
I mean, yeah, it's like people have a lot of people have a lot of thought, like, but now people do that on Facebook. I think you know,
that's another one.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see like the demographics between the platforms.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Facebook is totally like an older generation of family people complaining online.
Among other things, but mostly nowadays I'm like, I know, are you guys, is everyone okay? I
went to the gas station at this and this and they were horrible.
Yeah.
You thought that's the Facebook status
You're right.
we all
it's
need
like,
today.
My toe hurts. Like, does anyone have any recommendations for a doctor? And like 9 times out of 10, I'm like,
you have a toenail or a hangnail.
It like drives me crazy because I'm like, well, that's what Google, Yelp, other platforms are for. Like, it drives me nuts. Hey guys, does anyone know a fun place to take my kids to go out to eat? And I'm like, I mean, you could have just Googled that and gotten an answer. YouTube. I mean, I get it. Some people genuinely want like opinions of others. And so maybe that's the case.
You don't.
But
we get it.
I feel like I just know where to find the answer sometimes. Anyways. Okay.
Self-sufficient.
If that's your cup
Forte,
of tea,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm with
Moving
you.
on. Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Fight Club? With like Brad Pitt, and I think they're like, it's like something with like drugs. Familiar. I think, yeah. I've never seen it. I've always been wanting to see it. I keep forgetting to like see it. But did you know from that was every scene of that movie, there's a Starbucks cup in the film.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So they definitely made money off that movie.
I'm sure. I don't know.
How does that
I don't
work?
know if it was like.
That's.
I know, because now sometimes like a lot of like movies, like they'll have it like blurred out. A lot of like brands, or like everything is like very plain. I don't know like what copyright type of things like happen nowadays, but I was like, oh, that's an interesting fun fact.
Yeah,
so
that is interesting.
Yeah. All right. Another one was Albert Einstein. Did you know that his brain was stolen when he died? So apparently he like wanted to be cremated and like didn't want to be studied. Like he didn't want like people to like study his brain and see what happened, while someone like went in and stole it. This guy named Thomas Harvey
stole his brain.
And
did what with it?
Just put it in a jar. Literally.
To look at.
I mean, look, Albert Einstein was pretty brilliant for his time, but like kind of weird, right?
I mean, there's other people I would steal their brain.
Like mine.
I don't know, like somebody that's like on the Forbes, like I mean, not that he wasn't, but like I'm just saying. I guess I don't know. What are you gonna do with it?
I know.
For what? Just to say I got a brain here floating around?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm like that taxidermy
stuff.
I'm out. Yeah. It grosses me out. Why is there eyeballs floating in this jelly liquid on your shelf?
I really don't know.
Like, what is it? You're just like dead people or things?
Or well, the taxidermy normally is like, you know, when they take like a deer and like.
No, but you can do like body
like
parts.
a frog heart or something.
Yeah.
Did you do that in school?
Yeah,
we
that
had
was
that
gross.
too. That was
I
another
hated
thing.
that. Biology, like...
I couldn't tell you anything about that assignment. Like,
I couldn't tell you anything about that subject. I think I cheated my entire way.
I don't think I paid attention at all. Like, I was like, I'm going to puke if I do. So, anyways.
Let's cut apart a pig. Why?
To see it, I guess. Especially, I don't know. Ugh. Anyways, moving on. A few more here. I think we talked about this one in JJ's episode, but honey never spoils. I
actually did know that.
Yeah, that's wild.
It is hard to get honey out, though, when it is at the bottom. I have my honey flipped over right now because I wanted to put it on something, and it's just... I'm like, do I melt it? What do you do?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think. Anything? I do, but I feel like
it always crystallizes.
It does. I was gonna say I like just toss it because I can never get once it crystallizes like that, I can never get it out.
No, it's stuck.
But a lot of people, I think, like you take it and like put it in like boiling hot water or something
and,
to like loosen it up. Yeah, that's what I've seen at least.
Honey is weird.
Honey is weird, but it's
comes
so
from
good.
A bee.
But then it also like has so many health benefits. Like people when they have like a sore throat like take it and like stuff.
Soothing, coating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to move on to some swap did you knows.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so did you know that now Ashland Avenue is open on Tuesdays?
I did, and I'm pumped about it.
Yeah.
I miss having that Tuesday.
I know, yeah. It's an extra little day to...
It was nice. Like last year, it was like, oh, we want some produce. Let's go to Swap. It's Tuesday. I can meal prep for the week with this stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a nice one. And yeah, because it's a seasonal day, I don't think a lot of people like realize, especially when it comes back. So it always creeps up in like April. It's always right after the Catholic / American Easter. So it's back. Next one. Did you know that SwapORama is open all year round? I feel like we always talk about that. But yeah, if you didn't, now you do. I feel like every single year, it's like one of my most like asked questions.
Are you guys open?
Serious. Yeah, like when do you guys open back up? When do you open back up? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like
every day.
It makes me sad because I just like always want to like respond to the person. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for you that you
think that we're closed.
Didn't know that we were open this whole time. So anyways, please engrave that in your skull, people, and spread the word because we don't close. We are open all year round, indoor and out. And I think like people might assume that we're closed because there's not as many vendors as there would be in the summer, but they're definitely out there, as you and I know. Like Rachel and I have gone in the freaking cold winter in snow.
Literally.
And there's still people hundreds of vendors outside. In a
snowstorm.
Yeah. Quite literally.
Like literally.
All right. Did you know that you can get great gardening supplies?
I did. I mean, planters, soil, flowers, shovels, pots. You want planters that you can put on like your balcony that are like hanging. Yeah.
Or like we found
even plants, like snake plants, like those kind of plants that are kind of like easy maintenance, low maintenance, doesn't need much TLC. Mm-hmm. Great spot to go.
Best season to come back for all that stuff too. We might do an episode on that or so to.
I feel like we should
talk about gardening.
Like gardening flowers, things
coming up because 'tis the planting season.
My green thumb out.
I know. I always wanted to do a garden, so yeah, maybe we will kind of dive into that a little bit more, but. All right, another one, and this one was kind of like triggered for me with our last trip there, that it's a great spot for secondhand furniture. I feel like more than ever lately, like there's been really good stuff out there.
So much stuff we saw. Yeah. Swings for your kids that like those like nice ones. Like
the bouncy type ones. Yeah.
Toddler beds, strollers, car seats.
Yeah.
I mean, baby carriers. Like sets of like dressing,
like bedroom sets.
Well, yeah. Thank you. I'm like, why can't I think of?
No.
I saw a desk, futon, couch. I mean, there's a lot. Beds.
There was like that really cute like patio furniture is coming out where it's like, you probably just need to like give it a little TLC and like a good spray paint or something or like nightstands and stuff like that. I'm just like. again, something might be like barely a little like it's no different than going to Goodwill.
Yeah.
But I really just have been really impressed with the variety out there lately. I
agree.
Like, I think it's been stellar, if you ask me, especially like if you're just moving to Chicago or anywhere, honestly, check your local flea first. Like,
for sure.
Because
before
there
you
really
spend
is
money
cool stuff.
and some of the stuff is brand new.
I know.
Fully wrapped.
Yeah.
Like plastic wrapped. Good to
yeah.
go.
And it
the only thing you're going to really need to think about is like transporting it, right? So if you find furniture there, unlike going to Crate and Barrel or Ethan Allen or wherever, IKEA, like you can hire someone to deliver it. You're going to need
you got to strap it up.
Yeah, you're going to need to figure that out. But other than that, you're going
that's a good
pay
point.
way less.
Definitely.
Than any of those big box stores.
Yes. Also, did you know was that flea markets, especially Swap-O, host special events and entertainment. So if you didn't know that, now you know.
Yes.
We have some really good ideas coming up for this summer. So once those get finalized, I'm definitely going to leak them on here. Yeah. But yeah, it's also, I mean, I think that's one thing that you didn't know too, that you're like, oh my gosh, there's music.
Yeah.
And we like, yeah,
I had no idea.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, you can make an income stream out of it. I don't think people realize, especially like in the situations that people are in nowadays, like you can make some really good money. Like even on slower days, I think we always mention again that, I mean, if you think about it, like a storefront,
rent
like
at a store is going to be
insane. First of all,
you're lucky if you pay less than $2,000.
Yeah.
In Chicago,
for sure.
Good luck.
On any street, right? And it's like, I think the main thing to think about is the foot traffic is really hard to get on like a storefront, right? Unless you're like, having a guy outside dance around and like flip a, 20% off sign. The best thing about the flea is it has the longevity and the reputation already and all of that stuff. So we have, our loyal customers, so you can really get your business kicked off, I think. So yeah, so if you didn't know that, now you know. If you need a little extra
now you know.
Cash. And to tie that back to like,
I was going to say
stuff,
too, even like say we're in spring, people are spring cleaning, people are prepping for summer. This doesn't mean you have to be a vendor every single time, every single weekend. You could just dedicate one weekend a month and just try to get rid of some of the stuff you have at home and just, get a little bit of extra cash or one time, whatever you want to do. It's not, you're not in a contract, right? Yeah. So I don't know if a lot of people realize, like, if you want to sell, you can sell, but you're not saying, oh, I'm going to sell for the next 4 years, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're not signing your soul away, essentially. And that's funny you say that because this last time when we went shopping together, seeing like all of the secondhand stuff, and it was funny because the manager that we were walking with was like, oh yeah, like everyone wants to get rid of their stuff because they don't want to pack it up for the weekends. Like they have another batch of like new stuff that they're bringing on. So it's like, not only as a consumer can you get like good deals on stuff, but as a vendor, it's like they just want to get rid of their stuff. And so, yeah, like likewise, if it was me out there, it's like, yeah, I don't want to pack I'm probably just going to donate this after this. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, I love that. And so that's my end of Did You Knows for today.
I love them. Great ones. I'm still taking back about the octopus. I'm about to tell everyone. Do you guys know they have 3 hearts and 3 blue blood?
So like, are they like super loving?
Yeah, they're weird, dude.
I know.
They are slithery.
But they are tasty.
Oh, they're good to eat for sure.
Man. Damn, I'm like hungry now.
Me too. My mouth is like watering.
Well, anyways, we have a few really good episodes coming up, especially with our year coming up, which is crazy. So
one whole year episodes of Kristina and
I know.
Gracing you guys every Thursday.
Such bliss.
Such bliss.
No, seriously. So that's exciting and upcoming. And yeah, that's all I have for today.
Awesome. If you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, thanks for listening to another episode of You,
Me,
and
the Flea.
See you next week.